Opened by Her Majesty the Queen in 2002 as part of the Millennium Link project, the Falkirk Wheel was designed to reconnect the Forth and Clyde Canal with the Union Canal and reopen the waterway principally for recreational use. It replaces a series of 11 locks close to this site, which linked the two canals until the 1930s, when the lock system fell into disuse. The height difference between the Forth and Clyde Canal at the bottom and the Union Canal at the top is 35 metres. The Falkirk Wheel was designed by Scottish architects RMJM and constructed by Butterley Engineering of Derbyshire and cost £17.5 million to build, with funding coming from many partners. The entire Millennium Link project cost £87 million. The Falkirk Wheel structure has an overall height of 35 metres and consists of two opposing arms which take the shape of a Celtic-inspired double-headed axe, and it will take just 4 minutes to travel to the top. The boat moves into a gondola, which holds boats side by side. There are two gondolas on the Falkirk Wheel, which always weigh the same, whether or not they carry their combined capacity of 600 tonnes, as the water contained within the gondolas is displaced to compensate. The Falkirk Wheel is under the operation of the main control room at the basin, and safety procedures are closely monitored to ensure that the wheel cannot turn until all the steps required have taken place. To make the Falkirk Wheel ready to turn, two hydraulic steel gates are raised to seal off the gondola from the water in the canal basin. The water between the gates is then pumped out, and a watertight seal which connects the gondola and the canal basin is removed. A hydraulic clamp and a series of securing pins, which prevent the arms of the wheel from moving while the gondola is docked, are now removed, allowing the Falkirk Wheel to turn.
It's just challenging because of the windows. Yeah. Not that clear.
In the central machine room, an array of 10 hydraulic motors begins to rotate a central axle, which is carried on bearings at both ends. The axle connects to the outer arms of the Falkirk Wheel, and this now begins to rotate slowly at a speed of 1/8 of a revolution per minute. It takes around 4 minutes for the gondola to reach the top of the aqueduct, 25 metres above. The Falkirk Wheel can turn in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, and the choice over which way it turns is made by an operator in the control room. To reduce wear on bearings and other moving parts, the operator will evenly distribute the number of times the wheel turns in each direction. As the wheel rotates, the two gondolas are always kept in the upright position by a simple system of gears. Two 8-metre wide outer rings orbit a fixed inner cog of the same width. Two smaller cogs connect the inner and outer rings together. These travel in the opposite direction to the outer rings, and this ensures that the two gondolas remain level. Without this system, the inertia created by over 80,000 gallons of water would tip each gondola over. According to Archimedes' principle, floating objects displace their own weight in water. So when a boat enters the gondola, the weight of water displaced will equal the weight of the boat. This means that one gondola holding one or more boats will always weigh the same as an empty gondola, providing that the water levels are the same. Maintaining an equal water level in each gondola is critical to the operation of the wheel. A system of